The biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada, and one of the great venues, Mackey Stadium. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Air Force Falcons and the Nevada Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. On the option. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. All right, guys, let's chat about Air Force. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Inside the 45. Wide open spaces. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Nevada's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. Looking downfield on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Turner. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone is under attack. Defense. The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Quarterback running on the draw. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the first down.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like, the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to throw it again. Looking to buy time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds a little space. Makes it past the marker. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Creates a little room. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Got room to work. Pickup of 5 is now second and 5.
Oh, I love when you give the fullback the ball. It's kind of a dying breed. It's been taken out of most offenses. But I like when you reward him for all the unselfish plays he has to have throughout a game.
And you know what I like to see? The evolution in football. Fullbacks become a bit of a dying breed. Now you're starting to see a few sneak back in here and there.
It's crazy. Football's cyclical, right? The moment somebody does something else, you go the other direction. It just always changes.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. On the option. Keeps it himself. Maybe some room here. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Nevada just had that big play through the air. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Woods. They knock him down right there.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Nevada will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He'll toss it. Great awareness by this defense to know where the first down line was and stop him just a little bit short. Big 4th down decision coming. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Nevada comes to the line after getting the 1st down. Running inside, it's Turner. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Givens. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Into the end zone for 6. Extra point here will tie the game.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
So the offense, more than happy with the results of the play, will decline the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll run the option. Slithers into space. Got enough for the 1st. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. The option, the keeper, might have a chance. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly on the move. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make. But I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB. But it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Right down the middle. Got a man. It's Brown. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Nevada. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Crosses the 30. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 3 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. On the option, he'll try to get to the marker himself. Could be an alley. Past the 50, the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Air Force! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
And what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, create an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Turner. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This Nevada offense really has it going. Takes the handoff. It's Woods. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Plows through the defense. And another broken tackle. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Woods. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nevada. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. Keeps it on 1st down. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. There's some room. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The hand to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Run it with the fullback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Goes to the option. Pulls it on the option. Touchdown, Falcons. They've got the lead here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
Well, that's a great job by the offense responding after your defense just gave up a touchdown. But here's a situation where you want to go for 2 and make this a 9-point game. You kick an extra point, it's only 8. And the opponent, if they go down the field and score, could tie it up if they hit the 2-pointer. So I think the analytics in this situation are telling you want to go for 2.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Nevada, after throwing it in reverse, has a lot of work to do on 2nd down. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada. The Wolfpack fight back.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Now on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Motion from the back. Going to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Looking downfield. Makes a connection. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. Wide receiver going in motion. The option look. He'll keep it on 2nd down. He'll toss it. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Keeps it himself. The pitch. Finding some room. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. The Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying to move them on the counter. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this will be for the win. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So now on comes the field goal unit. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick.